Hi there! In this video, we will discuss the summary of the 11th chapter of El Filibusterismo, or The Reign of Greed, written by Dr. Jose Rizal, titled Los Baños. We will also study the important events, characters, settings, and lessons found in this chapter. Listen and watch carefully, as you will learn a lot from this historical work by Rizal. Let's begin. The Governor-General and his companions spent a day in Los Baños after failing to catch any animals during a hunting trip in Boso Boso. The group, which included priests, soldiers, and musicians, returned empty-handed, worrying local officials that the Governor-General might be upset. However, the Governor-General seemed pleased, as there was no risk of embarrassment if the hunting expedition had gone poorly. In Los Baños, the Governor-General played cards with Padre Sibila, Padre Irene, and Padre Camora while discussing various topics. Their conversations ranged from personal remarks to government and educational issues. A key topic was the students' petition to open a Spanish language academy, which became the center of debate. Ben Zabe, a writer and journalist who always sided with the powerful, was also present and actively joined the discussions. Despite his critical demeanor, he consistently supported the opinions of the priests and officials to maintain the government and church's authority. The petition sparked a heated argument. Padre Sibila opposed the academy because he feared it would weaken the influence of the church. Meanwhile, Padre Irene and Padre Fernandez supported the petition. Simun expressed his opinion that the true bandits were not in the mountains but within the government, and he suggested stricter control over the use of weapons in the country. The discussion ended when the Governor-General decided to postpone the decision on the students' petition. They also talked about Julie's plea for help to free her grandfather, which led the Governor-General to order the old man's release. This act was seen as a display of his superficial compassion. Now, let's move on to the important events in this chapter. The Governor-General and his companions returned from an unsuccessful hunting trip in Boso Boso and spent the day in Los Baños, where they played cards and discussed various topics. A heated debate arose about the students' petition to open a Spanish language academy, with Padre Sibila opposing it, while Padre Irene and Padre Fernandez supported it. Simun criticized the government, suggesting that true bandits were within the administration and advocating stricter control over weapons. Ben Zabe, a journalist present during the discussions, sided with the priests and officials to maintain favor with the government and church authorities. The Governor-General postponed the decision on the academy petition, but displayed superficial compassion by ordering the release of Julie's grandfather. Important characters: Governor-General, the leader of the Philippine government who prioritizes his personal pleasure over the welfare of the people. He played cards while making decisions on important matters. Padre Sibila, a Dominican priest with a position at the University of Santo Tomas. He opposed the students' petition and represented the interests of the church. Padre Irene, a cunning priest who supported the students' petition for the Spanish Academy. He often tried to align himself with those in power. Padre Camora, a Franciscan priest known for his aggressive and hot-tempered nature, representing the abusive power of some clergy. Simun, a mysterious jeweler and advisor to the Governor-General with a secret plan to overthrow the government and clergy. He often shared cynical views during discussions. Don Custodio, a high-ranking government official known for proposing strange and often pointless projects. He participated in the discussions on education and other issues. Padre Fernandez, a Dominican priest with a more open-minded perspective compared to his peers. He advocated for fairer views on issues. Ben Zabe, a writer and journalist who sided with the powerful and often used his writings as propaganda for officials. Let us now proceed to the setting of this chapter. The chapter took place in Los Baños, specifically in the Governor-General's palace near the lakeshore. This was where they played cards and had discussions during their retreat after the failed hunting trip in Boso Boso. Here are some of the lessons, messages, or implications shown in this chapter. The chapter reveals the deep corruption and abuses within the government, where priests and officials prioritize their personal interests over the welfare of the people. The leaders' lack of concern for the genuine needs of the citizens demonstrates the harmful effects of oppressive leadership. The rejection of fair and just requests, such as the petition for a Spanish academy, highlights the injustice of the government and its resistance to change. It shows the hopelessness of the people in seeking true justice under an oppressive system. And that concludes the 11th chapter of El Filibusterismo, titled Los Baños. What have you learned from this chapter? Share your answers in the comments. We also encourage you to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay updated with our future videos. Until next time, thank you for watching.